Good afternoon. We have some additional updates today, April 9th, 2020, on what is going on with student support at New Mexico Military. Also today, we're going to have Colonel Jose Barron, who's the athletic director at the Institute, to give an update on athletics. Joan?
Okay, hi everybody. Librarian at TOLS. I just want to give a couple updates of what's going on. Librarians are always available. We want to remind you at librarian@nmmi.edu. If you go to the library homepage, that we also have a chat option that you can chat with me or one of the other librarians. We are always on during regular business hours and during study hall to be available if you need to chat with us, to ask us some questions, or bored and want to talk to a librarian. I also want to remind you that there has been a password list sent out for the databases. You can click on the link directly from the password list and then just enter the username and password to get into the databases. We are working on getting a single sign-on so you can sign on into your NMMI account and be able to get all those databases. It's an ongoing process. I have a call in later this afternoon with the vendor to talk about getting that going so as soon as possible. But until then, use the password list to get into the databases that you need to. And if you have any questions, we are always available to answer them for you. Thank you.
Sorry about that. Hi, this is Major Scott, Deputy Director, TOLS Learning Resource Center. Basically, I just wanted to give you a couple reminders. Make sure that you're checking your email, and I don't mean just glancing at it. Really look at what you've got coming in from your teachers, from your advisor, from the registrar. Communication is going to be the key to getting through these next few weeks until the end of the semester. So make sure, especially if you run into any troubles, email your teachers. Make sure you're in communication with your advisor, especially regarding registering for next semester. Major Jump just shared some of the resources through the library. Remember, there's lots of resources out there. The Writing Center, look at the Writing Center at TOLS webpage. You're going to be able to connect that way. Make yourself a schedule and stick to it. And that's all I've got for you now. Captain Marujo?
Hey everybody, Captain Marujo, athlete, academic advisor here at New Mexico Military Institute. Just to touch up on a little bit of what Major Scott was talking about, registration is open, so make sure that you are getting with your advisors or as soon as possible. Re-enrollment is also open, so if you need to re-enroll, talk to your coaches or talk to your advisors to see what you need to do to take care of that information. Everything else is kind of going smoothly with the classes. Finally, almost got a hold of everybody, all of the students that we need to. There's still one student that we have not made contact with, trying to make contact with him, but working together with coaches and everybody else to get these students graduated and also through the semester onto their sophomore year, and looking forward to working with these students. Please contact any of us for help, for registration, or anything else that you need help with for academic resources. That's it for me. Happy Easter, everybody.
Good afternoon. This is Senior Chief Scott, Prep Director. Just want to remind my advisees, about 38% of my returning preps and ECP cadets have rescheduled for the fall. So keep that good work up. If you haven't scheduled, please do so. If you're having issues, it may be because you have not re-enrolled. So make sure to re-enroll, submit your schedule. Even if you're not considering coming back or it's on the fence, go ahead and build a schedule anyway. It's better to be safe than sorry. Also, for my ECP cadets, if you have a 104R that you need updated or prepared, go ahead and prepare your 104R, send it to me. I have been having some difficulties with different variations of the PDFs on opening. But go ahead and send it to me. I'll get it opened and take a look at it, send you back my comments so you can make revisions, and then we can do signatures through emails, scan, resend. You should be in good shape. Other than that, stay focused. My sponsored preps, make sure that you're staying focused. If you've got your appointment, you've got to finish up the semester strong. Academies can resend those offers. Otherwise, stay focused, stay strong, and if you need anything, let me know.
Hi, this is Jessica Martin, and I just wanted to let the students and the parents know that this coming week, starting on Tuesday, April 14th, we are going to start with the 4th and last rotation of Guided Night Study Hall. So for that, please keep an eye out for an email from Major Desi Aguilar. He's going to let you know if you are on this rotation or not. If you are and you're a freshman or a sophomore, then you're going to get further instructions from your instructor. If you're a junior or a senior, then you're going to get information from me regarding how we're going to be meeting. And I'm telling you right now, we're going to be using Zoom through it. I haven't heard from some students, so please make sure that you're on your email like Major Scott said, because it is the only way that I can make sure that you guys are doing okay and that you're getting all the academic assistance that you can get. So please keep an eye out for that email from Major Aguilar first. And then again, if you're a freshman or sophomore, from Mrs. Beatty, who's going to be your instructor. And if you're a junior or a senior, it will be coming from me, Jessica Martin. Thank you and happy Easter to everybody.
Hello, Colonel Barron, Director of Athletics. Appreciate the opportunity to speak to our cadets and maybe some future cadets. First and foremost, I want to wish everybody well wishes through this difficult period. We're going to emerge, and we're going to emerge from it strong. A few things for you to be aware of. Speaking to our high school population, obviously there was not a high school season this year, but for those of you seniors that were selected to all-star teams, there are tentative plans to hold those all-stars later in the summer. So keep in touch with your head coach, and they should be able to give you guidance as to when those might happen. As of now, like I said, they're moving a little bit further into the summer, and we're hoping that those can still take place. We intend to have awards for our athletes as we do every year. And again, we're working with the coaches to figure out a mechanism to get those distributed and those individuals recognized. In addition, those of you that are returning high school again, keep an eye out for a packet of new information coming out from the NMMI. There's going to be a uniform list or uniform set of forms that have to be used through the NMMI. We can no longer do our own physical forms. We have to use the official one. Our athletic trainers and the admissions folks are working to get those out to new cadets, and our athletic trainer and the registrar are working to get those out to old cadets. Again, you cannot use your own physical form as we have in years past. That will be sent to you, emailed to you, or whatnot. But we'll get those distributed, and they will also be available on the NMMI Athletics website. Aside from that, any other information from the NMMI, we won't have any updates until about the 15th of May, which is their next board meeting. NJCAA, all our college athletes, as was reported last week, we do have the ability to extend a third year potentially to our sophomores that missed their second season this year. That will be a decision made by each coach in consultation with those sophomores that are eligible. I am aware that those conversations are being had now, and we'll try to get as many of those third-year folks as we can on board, understanding that, of course, we are at the limits of what the NJCAA allows. They've relaxed the rules, but again, your coach is the point of contact for those that intend or would like to try the third year of eligibility. Along with that, there'll be a few rules changes and tweaks from the NJCAA. None of those are final, so I won't share those at this point, but the NJCAA is working hard to try to make sure that we can get past this difficult time with as little difficulty as possible. So just keep an eye out for emails from my office and or most likely from your head coaches. The other thing as far as your head coaches is concerned is those athletes, by now your head coaches should have reached out to you to do your exit meetings to determine what your future and our future together may be. in terms of athletics. So keep an eye out for communication with your coaches. If you have not made contact, please make contact as soon as possible. I'm not aware of any problems with that, but again, if you're looking to come back, from your freshman to your sophomore year, we need to make sure that you're in contact with the coaches to get you the documentation. Also, as a general information, your coaches should have hopefully already gotten you some information as far as trying to do some basic workouts without the use of equipment or facilities. Those are difficult, but they can be done. If you've not heard from your coaches, please reach out to them or reach out to your strength coach, who should have already been, again, involved with parts of that. Aside from that, we will pass information along as it becomes available. Don't forget, the most important thing for any athlete, high school, college, is for you to stay up on your academics. It is crucially important that you finish these classes, finish strong, communicate with your instructors, communicate with whoever you've got to do to be successful through those. Without a successful academic year, of course, there cannot be a next athletic season. So keep that in mind. I keep in focus that you come as students, cadet students first, and athletics is the next tie to you, but we need you to be eligible in order for you to be an athlete. So please keep that in mind, finish strong, stay safe, listen to what the regulations are, and we hope to see you again very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Barron. I know my midsection could use the Godfrey. We don't always appreciate our facilities at the Institute until they're gone. And my kids could certainly use some swimming with Coach John. It would burn off some of that energy, but we'll have to wait for later on that. We appreciate all those updates. Make sure that you're scheduling your fall classes and getting everything ready for next year. Please reach out if you're struggling with anything so we can see how we might help. The next couple of weeks are set to be tough as Americans. When I was growing up, Ronald Reagan was president, and one of my favorite quotes from that time is that the future doesn't belong to the faint-hearted, it belongs to the brave. These next few weeks, be brave, and in this season of hope and renewal, take time to write down, videotape, or collect some other way your thoughts on this time, and send them to me so we can add them to an archive about this time in our history that we're going to be keeping in the library archives. This hopefully will help future generations remember what we're all feeling right now. We hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend, a little bit of a long weekend. Use it to catch up on things that you're behind on. And as everyone mentioned, make sure you use the resources you have to do great things in the end of the semester, and make sure you finish strong.